discovering what makes you unique above anything else might just be the very thing that gets you noticed, that gets you discovered, that puts you out there in a light that no one else can do. Hi guys, I wanted to encourage you today to put your work out there. Let people see your creation and don't be held back or afraid of what they might say, what they might think. We're always going to have critics. You could watch the most touching film on YouTube and it may have 10,000 likes, but it may have 150 thumbs down. Not everyone's going to get you. And if you are so busy trying to blend and bend your voice to make it fit what you think others want, you're selling out. You're not being your true, authentic self and putting yourself out there in a way where you're vulnerable. You were made uniquely. You are a unique person. There is not another person like you, and there will never be another person like you. And sometimes we try to see what other people have done and we try to emulate what worked for them and what made them successful, when really we should be carving out who we are in the world, leaving our unique thumbprint that no one else can copy. You may like certain styles or head certain directions, but you're always going to put your spin on. That's why there can never truly be a copycat. Even the best actors are copying and emulating other actors who they've seen do certain things in movies, but it doesn't come across as a copy because you're always going to do it in your own unique way, the way that only you can do it. Be unique, be yourself, don't be afraid to stand out and be different. For so many years, I struggled to fit in, and I was a square peg in a round hole. I couldn't be that, as an actor, I couldn't be that cookie cutter, Stepford wife, Barbie doll, ditzy, whatever they were looking for when I was in my 20s. And I used to be down on myself. Gosh, if I just skip dinner, then maybe I can be size 4. Then they'll like me for who I am. Or, you know what, if I just have this certain clothes or this certain car, or if I just wear contacts and make my eyes match, then nobody will know that I am different and then I stand out and then I fit in. And all that stuff that we worry about, it's wasted space. It's wasted space where you could be developing yourself, creating the special mark that you're going to leave on the world, to do that special thing that only you can do, that no one else but you can do. So what is it that you're holding back? What is it that you're keeping to yourself? What is it that you're trying to fix to try to fit some mold of what works for others that you think is successful? I've got a girlfriend right now who's writing this screenplay and wants to make her first film and wants to star in her film, but she felt like, I have to do a horror film because that's what sells, and we know we can get distribution for horror, and she doesn't really even want that to be her genre. She just felt like she had to do that because she's not a name and people aren't going to watch it, and it's not going to get all these things that we try to plug in or shove into this hole of what we think works, what we think is going to be successful, but it doesn't fit. It's too big for that. You're too big for the standards. You're too big for what people think of how you should be. Whether that's your voice sounds funny or your point of view, your take on things. It doesn't matter what it is. Discovering what makes you unique above anything else might just be the very thing that gets you noticed, that gets you discovered, that puts you out there in a light that no one else can do, that no one else can copy, that no one else can emulate. But when you try to be something that somebody else has done, it just comes off like a cheap knockoff. Like, who are you really under there? I see what you're trying to do, I see what you're trying to be, are you? Do you have a wild and wacky sense of humor? Do you have sarcasm and wit? Have people told you to keep your mouth closed because you're just so outgoing and boisterous? Have people tried to shove you inside a box that doesn't fit you? You want to get around people who will see that unique gift in you and help you hone it and encourage you to bring out the best in you, and not one that will plant other fear in you and say, oh, you shouldn't do that, that won't sell, you've got to do horror films, or you got to be size 4, you're not going to get booked, or, you know, if you don't have this, this, and this. You got to do what makes your heart sing. You got to do what you're passionate about. What is that thing that's burning inside you, but you're afraid to do because you haven't seen it been done, or you haven't seen it been done in a way that you envision it or see it, and you're not sure how it will be received? I encourage you to do that thing. Do that thing that you're most afraid of, and the fear will dissipate. Who are you? Let the world see what makes you unique, and see what becomes from that. Hey there, it is Katherine Norland. I hope you enjoyed that video. And if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And if you guys think that this video would bless somebody else or that they need to hear it, please hit the share button. And there's a little bell button too, where you can be notified whenever I have a video that comes out so you don't miss a thing. I appreciate you guys. Remember, always live true, love hard, shine bright, and I will see you in the next video.